Good morning. I'm back at the Ashford Mill Ruins parking area. There's plenty of parking on this gravel road, which any car can get to. Trying to get up to Ashford Peak and maybe Desert Hound Peak. One nice thing about this spot is that there's a pit toilet, so that's nice. Looking north towards Death Valley, Telescope Peak, and over there, Shoreline Butte. I don't know if I'll be able to make it up to this one today, but I'm going to go as far as I can and give it a shot and see what happens. So that's all you can do. Been hiking up the road to Desert Hound, getting a nice shot of Telescope Peak and all those nice peaks with snow on them. According to the altimeter on my watch, I just passed over sea level. It's pretty interesting when you start a hike below sea level. But climbing, just going up this road, making progress. We'll see where it goes. I'm about halfway there up the road, and I'm really curious to see what it looks like once I get up there where the road ends. But while it's not the ideal way to start a hike, it is nice in one regards. It kind of gets you, going, gets your heart rate up, gets the blood pumping, so by the time you hit the ridgeline, which I think is going to be pretty steep, you're ready to go. So that's the plan, at least. I lost the road for a second, although I think it's just straight ahead, just can't see it. A lot of damage here, a lot of washout, probably from Tropical Storm Hillary. Been pretty straightforward so far, just uphill and sand. Hopefully I'm almost to where the ridgeline starts. I finally made it to the end of the road, and that's the ridgeline right there up to Ashford. If I do the loop, I continue down the road, so I guess the road doesn't end, but there is this pole in the way. Ashford Mine, or one of the mines, is back in that area. So I'm gonna stop, take a rest, decide what I'm gonna do. I may just go up the ridgeline up to Ashford, make sure I can bag one peak. See how that trail looks. I said some other users said there's a trail all the way up, so it looks like a fun ridgeline hike. So maybe I'll just head up there and see what happens, and maybe come down the other way. I don't know yet. We'll just go exploring and see. I think that's Ashford on the left. I gotta go up this, which is pretty daunting. I'll go up there and see what it looks like. So far this ridgeline's got great views, but it is inserting trepidation into ye old hiker. But we'll just keep on going, and like I said on so many other videos, if I don't feel comfortable, I turn around. So far I know I can get down this. It'll be shitty, but I can get down it. I think I've reached a stopping point, unfortunately. This ridgeline's been pretty challenging, pretty steep and loose. And I came to this little knoll. I tried to go around it, but it's at a slant, really loose. Some of the, there's a used trail, but it's washed out. So I came up here thinking I could climb, and I could get up this, but I don't know if I can get down it because it's really loose and like a lot of the rocks move. And I just I'm not feeling comfortable with this. I can get my poles up there. And there's Ashford. So I'm not that far, but this isn't even the steepest part, and I'm already running into this. So maybe I'll just head back down and head up the canyon and see what it's like going the other way while I still got time. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock or so. Well, I decided to come on up. I think I figured out a way down. Actually, I tested it, so I know it. It's a little daunting, but it should be okay. And I could always just jump. It's only like 2 or 3 feet. It's getting steep, that's for sure, but put the trekking poles up and got my climbing gloves on, and just keep on going until I feel uncomfortable, although I've already said that and I pushed through it, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'll find out on the way down. This is not going to be fun to come down. Coming up has been pretty tedious. Microspikes really help, but man, I'm going to be butt sliding a lot way down, that's for sure. I don't know what I'm going to see over there, but should be a flattish spot. I can assess whether I go on or turn back. I feel like I'm committed now. Hey. On top of the flat spot. Oh man, kind of demotivated. I'm only a third of the way up since starting the ridgeline. And it's going to take a long time to get down this thing. Some good flowers up here and cactus though.
Was beautiful, if I had the time, they would flock to me and bathe me in the wine.
As much as I hate to admit it, it's time to admit defeat. It's almost noon, and I'm just under halfway up from the start of the ridge down there in the center, and it's been rough. It's hard. Stuff like this, and it's just gonna get worse. Going up there. So if I knew I had an easy way down, I'd still go, but I don't know that, and I don't think it's going to be easy. And I'll be coming back down this, and it's going to be tedious, hard, tiring. So turn around and come back to fight another day, but not on this line. This line's too hard. It's just, I'm going too slow, not as dexterous, it's even a word. I don't know how people do it, I really don't, but, everyone's got different skill levels, different levels of comfort, and I've reached my point, so, oh well, all you can do is try. Got some great views, so it's not a total loss, and I got some great exercise, but it's always a bummer when you know you're not going to hit your goal for the day, but it happens, so learn from it, move on. So.
If I was beautiful, if I had the time, who would flock to me and bathe me in the wine? I know that's not the way, I know that's
one of the trip reports I read on this peak warned me of this, or warned hikers of this plant. And it says, I can't remember the name of it, but it's got all these tiny little hairs on it. You could see it. Not sure if it's popping up video very well, but there are, it's like little, hundreds of little spiny things. And I hear they are not very fun if you get them inside your skin. So I am going to avoid this like the plague. Fortunately, it's not all over the place. What's even crazier about this plant, which I didn't even realize till now, it's literally growing right off this rock. There is no soil, none. I mean, look, rock. I have no idea how it's doing that. Nasty little sucker. There's the ridgeline down, and it's nasty, nasty, nasty. Although I'm looking down, I see this wash right here, and man, if I could just get down to it, might be a better way. I don't know. It's kind of steep on all sides, but if I can get down there, I mean, I could see where my car is right there in the center. That's Ashford Mill Ruins. I'll go down a little bit and see if I can find a way down into that wash. Man, that part sucked. It's steep, everything moves really loose. There's vegetation, which makes it somewhat easier, but can trick you into thinking you get a secure footholding, and you don't. Oh, going slow, but I'm making progress. Got some nice purple wildflowers going on, and a lot of white ones. Unfortunately, I'm having to step on a lot, which I don't like, but it's better than falling. I'm making good progress. Just gotta go really slow on this stuff. Came down from up there, and it's tedious but doable. Just have to do a lot of butt sliding using my Microspikes, and there's no way you can hear me with this wind. Even though I didn't make it to the top of Ashford Peak, it's still nice to get to this butte right here, or knoll or knob. See all the pretty wildflowers. Gives you a nice little break from all the downhill, which has been pretty damn tedious. Doable, just going really slow. Wildflowers are out in full force though. Okay, I'm on one of the downhills I was dreading. Doesn't look to be too bad, but I know it's really loose. Well, there's vegetation. I got my microspikes. I will be intentional butt sliding, that's for sure. So, can't put this off anymore. Let's get it done. Alright, this gives you a good idea of how steep it is. It's about a 30-degree angle. I want to say more, but it's probably only 30. Making progress, about halfway down. I remember those rocks. I may be able to actually stand up around those and go down a little bit more. So just another 100 feet or so of intense downhill butt sliding, and it's time to class 3 move. Okay, so I just came down, came over up there and kind of diagonally shot down, and man, it wasn't dangerous, it was just physically taxing because I crab walked a lot. Intentional butt slide. When I went up more that way, but decided to come down that way, which I don't know, both kind of suck. Looking back up on this, man, this is pretty hard. I don't know, for others maybe not so bad, but that's the canyon up to Ashford Mill. Looks like there's a little bypass to get around that pretty big rock fall right there in the middle. And I'm almost to the class 3 move, so kind of been dreading it. But I knew it was gonna come back to haunt me. Okay, there's the class 3 move, and coming down was a lot easier actually. I just kind of scooted down, face forward. It wasn't that hard. Going up, I went up that way, and it was kind of challenging because I was trying to find a way to make sure I could get back down, but actually coming down that way is a lot easier, so probably going up this way would be easier too. I don't know why. I don't know why I fretted that so much. I lost a good half hour right there earlier today, but it wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't have gotten up this damn thing anyways. Well, I may not have done the peak, but I feel pretty damn good about conquering that little section. Class 2 is about as much as I like to get going, and that's definitely class 3 right there, so oh well, little victories, right? Finally back down onto the road. That ridgeline is tough. Beat the crap out of me. And next time I'll come back, I'll head up the canyon and see what it looks like for Desert Hound. Which I think is that one in the distance? It's hard to say. I don't know, this one may be unattainable. Definitely not from this angle unless I start real early. But man, it just kicks your butt. It's never really ends. I mean, I was only halfway through, so, or halfway up. Oh well, back to the car. Now it's all nice open road, so it should be pretty easy. I can see Ashford Mill in the distance. Those large, extreme, I mean, big as almost houses, orange boulders must have come from that orange band right there. That's pretty crazy. They come tumbling down all the way to the bottom. There's the start of the ridgeline right there. And you just kind of go boom, 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 boom. Up there. Keep on going up this. Oh no, I think I stopped somewhere near there. Well, I'm pretty close to being back to the car. I can see it right there in the middle. It's probably about a quarter mile away at the Ashford Mill Ruins. So, you know, I guess not a successful hike in terms of I didn't bag any peaks, but I still had a good day. Beat the crap out of me. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'll sleep well tonight. Saw some great wildflowers, some great views. Pushed myself a little bit further than what I'm used to, you know, on some class 3 stuff. So I got to take that as a victory. And conquered some pretty darn steep and loose terrain. So, you know, there's winds in there, although it would have been nice to bag a peak, but hey, you know, I'm out here. That's all that matters. It's beautiful. Got perfect weather. You know, couldn't be any better than this. So until next time.